All right, generate money. You love hearing that, right? I know I do.
Music to my ears. Well, there's a way to do it that in a relatively low-risk way called tax lien investing.
Yes, joining us to break it all down is Brian Petersen. He's the CEO of Tax Lien Code. Good morning, Brian. Welcome to Great Day KC.
Thanks for having me here.
Of course.
Thanks for being here. We were both saying we are so happy to chat about this. We feel like the millennials, the Gen Zs, everyone needs to know about this.
Yes.
So what is driving the interest in this? You've had thousands of students come to your classes.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what you're saying.
Yes.
Our economy's changed, and the way that we invest has changed. Even for an older demographic, my age, older than mine, we need a better rate of return. It's hard for anybody right now just to save at the rates that most people are making for retirement and live a financially successful life.
Yeah.
And so there's better opportunities out there that most people just don't know about.
Yeah.
Yes, well, please enlighten us. I would like to know about these things. So what exactly is tax lien investing? And of course, how does it work as an investment strategy?
Sure. So every state, every property owner is required to pay property tax. And the vast majority of property owners pay. And that's the way it's supposed to work. And the counties need that money. It's how we pay for all of the public services. But every year there is a percentage of people who either choose not to pay or simply can't afford to pay. And the counties need that for their budgets. They need to pay for all the public services. And so every state does a little bit different, but a lot of states put a lien on the property for the amount of unpaid property tax. And then they'll sell that lien to the general population. And the state mandates a rate of return on that.
Okay.
And so for hundreds of years, tax liens have been around for almost 300 years as an investing strategy. It's been done by banks and major financial institutions, and they come and they buy these tax liens. They pay the taxes on behalf of that person back to the county, and then they get a mandated rate of return. And so when the property owner finally does pay back, which happens the vast majority of the time, then the amount that I paid on behalf of the property owner comes back to me plus that state mandated rate of return.
Isn't there something where if they don't, then the county or the city now owns that property? What happens then?
Yeah, so in the small chance, and it's a sliver,
Yeah.
it's like 0.5%, 1%, depending on the type of property. It's such a small percentage, it rarely happens. But when it does, we're secured by a lien on the property.
Okay.
So it's a very, very secure investment strategy. And so every state, once again, is a little bit different, but essentially what happens is the county will foreclose on that property owner. And if they don't pay, if they don't ever pay their taxes that they owed, then the lien holder would end up with that property.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, it rarely happens, but when it does, obviously there's a better opportunity to make money.
Okay. All right, so we have about 60 seconds, and I know you have master classes, and we want to definitely get that in. So tell us about those.
Yeah, so we've been going around the country. We happen to be in Kansas City this week teaching a free class.
Okay.
Cool.
It's about a 90-minute class. It's an introduction and the basics of what we do, how we do it, why we do it, where to go. So I think there's a QR code or a link somewhere.
Yep, right there on
that
the
people
screen.
can go to register. So come out this week, Kansas City. We're all over the city, I think through Saturday or Sunday. So go ahead and register for the class.
I love that. And do you think that is there time for people to ask questions and things like that?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
We'll have a whole team there. Staff will be there of other investors that can answer all the questions before the class, after the class, for sure.
And it's free 99.
Free. We love free.
Yeah.
We love free, you know? We love that, especially when you're trying to generate income. We need all the free things we need. But
right.
thank you so much for stopping by. Definitely a new way, a new strategy to invest. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. All right, again, generate income. You want money, right? We do. To sign up for a tax lien investing masterclass, visit the website listed or use the QR code on your screen.